Everybody, Argent here with what it will probably be the first in a series of self-indulgent vacation vlogs. So, I'm going to Chicago for a vacation. Why Chicago, you may ask? Well, there's lots of cool stuff to see in Chicago. There's all the Christmas decorations, there's a bunch of cool museums, there's a zoo, there's lots of neat stuff to see, and I just need to take some vacation time. So this is kind of cool. So this is the tunnel under Lake Ontario that goes to Billy Bishop Airport. We actually do have two airports in Toronto. We have Billy Bishop and Pearson. No one had ever really heard of Billy Bishop as it's a tiny airport on the islands until along came a company named Porter. Now, Porter Airlines was founded because they had turboprop planes, which my understanding is are kind of similar to jets, but they use conventional props. But they're very quiet and they're very effective for this kind of thing. So the Porter Airlines basically rented out everything in the airport because no one wanted it, no one used it for anything, and because of that, they were able to take this over for cheap and introduce the turboprop planes, and they are very good at flying short ranges. So to like Montreal, to Chicago, to Ottawa, to Sudbury, so just all over Ontario. So they have very good service. I've flown on them before, just for business. So yeah, I've flown on these planes before, and they were going to expand the airport and bring in jets, and it was a massive controversy, and the federal government under I forget who was in power at the time, but the federal government shut it down. I think it was Justin Trudeau. It was a while ago. But yeah, so the federal government shut down Porter Airlines' attempt to expand it, and a leading role in it was the councillors whose district this is in. Now, you would think sane councillors would be like, wow, we're going to get a big expanded airport here. There's going to be lots of jobs. There's going to be a lot of prosperity coming into my district. But that would be private sector, and they hate the private sector. So instead of accepting development, they decided to cancel it. So now Porter just kind of exists as a successful but limited local airline that doesn't really have any opportunity for growth, despite it being one of the most dynamic companies to come out of Toronto in recent history. I mean, they're great. All the stewardesses wear like 1950s uniforms. They give out free cookies. Their lounge, they give out like sodas and bottled water. It's just, and it's a good price. It's not super cheap, but they give you a good rate. So that's kind of a story of capitalism kind of being quashed by the vindictive government who just hates any form of corporate advancement or any form of development. As you can see, for a little airport, it's pretty nice. Billy Bishop was, I think, a World War I fighter ace, and this was named after him, and there's a World War I biplane. So that behind me was a tunnel. There used to be a ferry, and there still is, but because of Porter and the increased traffic, they were able to convince the city of Toronto to build the tunnel, and now this airport has lots more traffic. It generates a lot of tax revenue for the city. It's a lot of good jobs, a lot of mechanic jobs, engineering, all kinds of stuff, but further expansion got destroyed by the short-sighted, politically motivated local members of parliament. So way to go, Liberal Party, destroying the best opportunity your district's had in decades. Yeah, so that's vlog number 1. I hope that was kind of an interesting story. I'll probably do some more depending on how much pause we have, or just there's something interesting. But yeah, talk to you guys later.